5 o'clock show with Teresa Kashuba and Michelle Ferrari.
Good evening and welcome to Newswatch, the 5 o'clock show. He has taken the game that he loves, the game that many of you love, and he's turned it into a career, traveling across North America, taking his golf with attitude message to the golf course and beyond. Todd Keirstead is a coach, a golf pro, a golf talk show host, and motivational speaker. Whoa, he has made it to the top of his game and got the drive to go beyond it. Todd Keirstead is our guest today here at the Quarry Golf Course in Ennismore. Also coming up tonight, water quality. It's not just a technical or conservationist term. It's something every one of us has direct hand in affecting, and we'll find out how we can make it better or worse through the Green Update. And then our second installment of Let's Talk Real Estate. Julie finds out what is it that you should be expecting from your professional realtor. We are going to get to the course and get to the story of Mr. Todd Keirstead in a moment, right after we see what's lining up for 5:30. The 5 o'clock show continues at the Quarry Golf Club in Ennismore with Todd Keirstead. Thank you so much for being part of our day.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, we are already 6 golf balls short. They're about almost 300 yards down at the other end. Where did that trick come from with the, what do you call that?
I call it the tee it high and let it fly. Have some fun with it, right?
So you're just hanging out at the green and thinking, I wonder how I could do this, how I could do this? Or?
Well, you know what, it came from, my background is I'm a teaching professional, I'm a CPGA professional, but I came through probably boredom on the golf course and trying to figure out how can I get my point across and my message across to my students and to people in a fun, unique way.
Okay, we are talking about the message of golf with attitude. We'll get into that in a minute. What do you have lined up here?
You know, we have some fun. There's a lot of things that people see on the golf course, and you know, when people miss a shot, you always hear the term, you lifted your head. And it's not the fact, Teresa, that you've lifted your head, it's the fact you've actually changed your spine angle. Now, when you set up for the game of golf, when the golf club's grounded behind the golf ball, you're already in the perfect position to hit it. Okay. Now, let me prove that to you, okay?
Yes.
I'm just going to get you to stand back over there.
I will.
So right now, I'm 6 foot tall. When I'm standing here, I'm 5'9".
Right.
If I maintain this 5'9" height, I'm going to look at you when I swing. Now, that ball just got in the way. I didn't even really have to think about it because I maintained my spine angle. Now I'm going to show you something a little bit crazy.
Your spine angle,
in my back right here.
Okay,
exactly.
There, yeah.
Now I'm going to show you something a little crazy here. Now I'm going to maintain the same spine angle at about 3 feet tall. And these are all going right down the middle because I am maintaining my same spine angle every single time.
Crow.
It's really that easy.
So take away the concentration of where you're looking and place it to your...
You know what? People make the game a lot harder than what it is.
Oh,
you know?
I bet you they do.
People get the negative thoughts in their head and really screws them up. Now, think about it also. There's some instructors out there that try and baffle with BS. Or they try and make people try to think that they're better than what they are by talking above people. And really, what I try and do, let's bring the golf game down to its simplest and most purest form. Everybody has athletic motion. Let's make it about them and try and bring out to you what you already have.
Okay, and use your dynamics, your talent, your strengths.
Absolutely.
How long have you been doing this?
You know what? This is probably my 9th year traveling around the world doing this.
Around the world? I mean...
Anywhere from the mountains in central Mexico to hitting golf balls deep inside the Arctic Ocean.
What are the biggest differences in loving the game of golf around the world?
You know what? The exact same humor that comes across here translate whether it's in Spanish or whether I have a translator in the Arctic with the Inuit people. Wow. A lot of fun.
That's cool. Great message. All right. We have much more to see and learn and do with Golf with Attitudes, Todd Keirstead. That's coming up on the 5 o'clock show, and this is also
the 5 o'clock show.
Pitching wedge 9-iron, 8-iron. If you miss it left of the green. And as the golf clubs get longer, they start to peel off to the right.
Whoa!
Let me borrow your golf club for 1 second.
The inside of my front foot.
Okay, stay right there and don't move. Can I borrow your golf club now? Okay, take your setup again. Stay right there. Don't move. Back away.
Oh, yeah.
That looks like a big old X right there. That's the last thing you want to do in golf.
Okay, so
you need to square your shoulders up.
I'll show you these, right?
Okay, that's fine. But what I want you to do, no, don't worry about that. Stick your derriere out. Thank you. Look at how that back angle straightened right there. Now stay right there. Square your shoulders up a little bit. Make your golf swing as if you're swinging out along that golf club, okay? Just trust it. Now push it out to the right for me. I know you're trying to block against going to the right, but push it out to the right. See how the ball went straight that time?
Yeah.
That's why you see the guys on TV, they're constantly wiggling their shoulders, trying to get their shoulders so they're in a straight line. Because remember, your arms always want to follow where your shoulders are pointing. So I'm going to be hitting pull shots with my pitching wedge 9-iron, 8-iron. Beautiful right there. So stay right there. Do you see how your feet are flat-footed right now?
Yes.
There's not a lot of pivot in your golf swing?
Oh.
Well, what I want you to think about is anytime I'm teaching somebody, I always try and relate it to things that they already know how to do.
Right.
So if I'm working with a tennis player,
Yes.
I'm going to get them to make tennis swings. Now, I want you to think about how easy the game of golf is. So I'm waiting for the serve to come right now. Here is my tennis swing.
Holy smokes.
It's a simple motion. Now, if I'm working with a baseball player, all that I'm going to work with is working with their baseball swing.
Exactly.
So here's a baseball swing at chest height.
Yes.
Notice my body's pivoting through. Here's a baseball swing at knee height. And now here's a baseball swing with the ball in the dirt.
Look at your feet. Yeah. Whoa.
It's very, very similar. Now, what a lot of people do is they, unfortunately, when they get this instrument in their hand, all athletic motion goes out the window because
true.
you're so focused on trying to hit a golf ball. So again, anytime that I teach, I always try and break it down to the simplest form and try and relate it to things that people already know how to do. You know, the best success that I have when I'm working with people is making swings with their eyes closed. Because when they make swings with their eyes closed, they get so in tune with what their body's doing. They're not trying to hit something they know don't fall over. So it's not the fact that you're lifting your head, it's not the fact that you're taking your eye off the ball, it's the fact that you're not maintaining.
Back to the spine
I'm
thing.
6 foot tall right now, I'm 5'9". I can stand here with my eyes closed and I know that ball just gets in the way if I maintain it. Really, it's that easy. But people make it a lot harder than what it is.
Still to come with Todd Keirstead, taking what you love and making it your career, and a few other tricks along the way. You have some more stuff to share?
Absolutely.
All right. Right now, let's check in with the team from Let's Talk Real Estate. What to expect from your professional realtor. If you haven't purchased a home before, you should know what you're after in your real estate agent. Well, can you imagine us finding a willing volunteer to help us with Todd Keirstead's work? This is Wally Van Oss, minding his own business here at the Quarry in Ennismore. Do you golf a lot, Wally?
Every day.
Oh, good
Every
stuff.
day. Try and get out every day with the boys.
Alrighty. I see Todd has handed you a new kind of golfing apparatus. One
Wally,
that I never connected with
Wally,
golf,
I want you to be my human T, okay? If you can just lie down on your back, please, and assume the position.
Now, this is part of what you've developed into some of your corporate sponsorships. Oh, my word.
Absolutely, Teresa. So what I've done throughout the years is I've seen so many golf tournaments come by, and there's so many people that sponsor golf holes and sponsor golf tournaments. And basically, it's a 3x3 foot sign put on a random hole. So what I do is I'll stand on a hole with the same sponsorship, but what we do is as each group plays through, they play as a 5-some, so I'm going to tee off as well for the group. But what we do is the worst shot out of the 4, now it's a competition between the 4, has to lay down and put the jock strap on.
Oh my goodness.
Then from there we take pictures and we watermark the company logo into it, so now it turns into a long-term branding opportunity for the company.
So you're the sponsorship sign?
Absolutely, as well as a chance for return on their investment. So this is what we do, we have some fun on golf tournaments. So why don't you back up?
Are you ready? I will so back up.
Because I'm going to rip
ready?
one.
I'm ready.
Good luck.
Just be careful.
Yes. Okay. We're... Ah! My goodness.
You are such a good sport and all intact.
You can open your eyes. Where on earth did that, look at you and Kevin is like behind the camera saying, where did that come from? How did you think of that? Come on.
You know what? I don't know. I think in a drunken state got one of my friends and laid down, and that's how we started it, and now it's turned into, that's the famous shot that I do that's taken me. I've hit golf balls at icebergs 300 yards out, as I said, to golf balls down in Florida. A lot of corporations use me to get some return on their investment for hole sponsorship.
Well, you certainly make an impact.
Thank you.
Well done, Wally.
Hey.
Wally, thanks so much, buddy. It's a pleasure.
More with Todd Keirstead here at the Quarry. That's crazy. Yeah.
Now the key to it, don't try and hit the golf ball, just swing and let the ball get in the way. There you go. You know what? I'm going to try practicing that trick shot because I guarantee in my life I probably would never be able to do it. So that's one that I'm actually going to call the Teresa shot. Try and hit 2 balls at once. So there you go. I'm going to come up with a new shot right now. Thank you.
You're watching Newswatch, the 5 o'clock show.
It's actually, that's what I use when I work with tennis players if they want to learn the game of golf, because I've related to things that they already know how to do. So why not put something comfortable in their hand that they already know how to do?
Cool.
That's all it is. It's tennis swings.
You have worked with people from around the world and worked with some of the biggest names in a variety of sports, but you also put motivational speaking as part of your presentation.
You know what?
How did that happen?
You know, there's a lot of, everything that I do, it's fun, it's entertaining on the golf course, and I always get, how do you do what you do? And to me it was, my father had me doing sports at such a young age, whether it was playing baseball, whether playing hockey in the backyard, but it's all positive thinking. You know, when I stand here and if I'm not positive when I'm getting ready to hit the shot, I'm not going to hit it well. And that's what cripples a lot of people on the game of golf, is they get so negative.
As soon as
their
the golf
body
club's in
tense
their
up,
hand,
everything.
right?
So it's relating it to, basically golf is such a segue to life, and life is such a segue to golf.
So your biggest golf with attitude mantra is? Your biggest message from golfing with attitude? I know it's hard to capsule.
Golf is a game, and people get so angry and mad at this game, and I always look at people and I go, you're not good enough to get mad. Really? So you're
When
not making
there's
yeah.
$500,000 on the line for that
Well,
shot,
then you go
then
there.
you
But
can
yes,
get mad.
absolutely. But
until then,
when you're just playing golf at the local golf course, it's a game, and let's have fun with it.
all right, let's have fun.
You got it. So
What
what
do
I'm
you
going to do
wanna
right now, you know what? A couple years ago, I was down in Mexico, and they lost my golf clubs. Now, trying to find a left-handed playing Mexican, hard to do, right? So what I had to
So
do,
you had to still work.
I still had to work. So what I ended up doing was I took a right-handed golf club and I started swinging right-handed. And the swing actually, I played pretty good right-handed, but it didn't feel good that day. So this is actually how I had to play the game of golf. I took that right-handed club and I actually turned it upside down. And this is how I played the first couple of holes until they got me my set of golf clubs. Second shot was with a 6-iron going into the green. And playing golf that way. And you know what? If you can hit the center of the golf club, you can play great golf. It's just finding that center of the golf club. It's having fun.
We've had such a blast with Todd Keirstead. You can find him at GWAgolf.com. You can also find him here at the Quarry on September 28th
yes.
for the Elizabeth Steltieri fundraising tournament. I think they've been doing this for 8 years,
Great
raising
cause.
tens and tens of thousands of dollars for local charities.
You want to finish on a good note?
I want to finish on a great note.
You know what? I'm going to get you to stand here, and you know what? The old way of taking a drop in the game of golf, you used to have to put a tee down, roll it behind your back, wherever it came to rest. That's how you played it.
Oh,
Nowadays, what you do is you put a tee in the ground, you hold the golf club beside your body, you drop it, that's where you play it. I do things a little differently.
Of course you do,
So I'm going
Todd.
to show you how I take my drops, okay? So I'm going to get you to stand right there. All that I want you to do is underhand the ball. Now you got 3.
I have 3.
Because I might miss a couple. All that I want you to do is underhand the ball and just try and make it hit that stone. And if I hit the good one, keep on throwing them. You got 3 in your hands. Let's have some fun with this.
All right.
Whenever you're ready.
The 5 o'clock show wrapping up with Golf with Attitude's Todd Keirstead here at the Quarry. Ow! Wow!
Keep it going. I'm on a roll right
In
now.
Ennismore. Good. 1. My. So sorry, I just have to keep watching that go. Yeah, he does a little golfing.